Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? You are listening to the most happening radio show on the Tower Radio, the Doghouse, with your hosts, Husky, Dingo, and Updog.
Hey, what's up, fellow gamers?
Yeah.
The boys are back.
And by that, he means I finally was able to be here.
Thank you for showing up to your job.
I'm sorry about last week, guys. I had an important thing show up, and so I was unable to be here for the show. Just want to go and apologize to the viewers.
Yeah.
Thank you for understanding.
We're coming at you with the latest gaming news, reviews, and discussion. Man, we got a good show. So there was a Nintendo Direct and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have a dogfight later in the show. Tetris versus Donkey Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Two classic games. Both had a great influence, but only one
on
can
industry.
win.
Yeah.
Only one gets to stay alive.
That's true.
No, I'd like a bigger budget if the show is good, so I can afford new mics.
That don't drop.
Maybe they took the mic stand from your side, that was on my side, and put it on yours, because mine used to do that all the time.
Well, yours just has a pin in it
yours
now.
has a pin in it now.
I put that in there, yeah.
Yep.
So
But that's still
now both mics aren't working well.
Excellent.
Except for mine, because mine's on a headset.
I wish I could use my headset mic. All right, sorry about the noise. Before we get into any new gaming news, we got some preliminary stuff to go over. First of all, let's just go over the forecast. So today is the 6th of September. So if you're listening to a recording of this later on, disregard this.
September.
But today, on the 6th of September, it is 97 degrees outside.
Oh,
That's too hot.
that's so bad.
That's too
I've
hot.
had to
So
refresh
hot.
that. I had to refresh that. So
I didn't believe that at first.
For our German fans over the pond, that's 36 degrees Celsius.
Lovely. Excellent.
Don't feel
I hate
good,
it.
Chief. It don't feel good.
Mm-mm. I don't want it. They can keep it.
Mm-hmm.
We should do our intro in German one day.
That'd be
excellent.
cool.
We gotta learn German first.
Same.
Humidity right now is 39%. You know, the worst thing about the summers here, and I hate it. Like, I got out of my car and my glasses just instantly fogged up, and I was like,
Ooh.
why? Why is this happening?
Yeah.
I don't have that problem.
It's.
Is it pretty bad?
I gotta get contacts again because I can't deal with it. And even just like
Mm.
walking across the campus, it's not like it's super hot. It's just so humid.
It's the difference
Yeah.
between being like roasted and steamed. I don't want to be steamed. It gets inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it heats you up so much more quickly. I'd rather be roasted by the sun. 'Cause
I
then at
feel
least
that.
I can like put on a hat or something.
Right? Why can't we just go to Arizona,
Mm.
University in Arizona, transferring?
Okay. I guess I'll run the radio show by myself.
We have a northwesterly wind of 9 miles per hour. Visibility is 10 miles. Heat index. It's 102 degrees Fahrenheit.
Lovely.
That's 39 degrees Celsius for our German pals.
Wow.
We're like the Hasselhoff of radio.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But yeah.
I
so
like it.
It's hot. Hot. So, but we're in the radio room where it is also hot. So
At least we got a fan.
at
That's
least
nice.
we have a fan.
That's true.
Hope
got
they
a fan.
can't hear it over the radio.
It's the only
knows?
fan this radio show ever had. I was
That'll
meant as a joke.
change.
It meant as a joke,
Wow. I
but
was
it
like,
cut
that's a
pretty
big
easy.
oof. That kind of hurts me.
I said it, but then I hurt myself.
Wow.
A little bit,
All right. Well, maybe this will help because we are moving on to the verse of the day, and today's verse is John 14, chapter 14, 23. Jesus answered him, "If anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him." Got any thoughts on that, Mr. Living the Truth? Oh, wait, you didn't show up for that show either.
Hey, look, I had family stuff. Oh, my gosh. These guys have been holding it over my head this past week. And I will be at Living the Truth this Sunday. So
be sure to tune in to that.
look up
but
for that.
Right now.
As for the verse, though.
Make up for it now. So.
Okay, I'm about to. Okay. I enjoy this verse personally because to me, it shows that as followers of Christ, we prove that to everyone by showing that we know His Word.
Right.
By living out what He has taught us to do, we can show that we love Him And because of that, God is so happy with us and loves us. And he is making a home for us. Like Jesus is up in heaven right now preparing a place for all of us who he calls his children. And so I think it's a really good verse to remember that we need to remember ourselves to keep his word to prove that we love God.
I like it too because it kind of says that like if you're a believer, then it even if you're not perfect, Christ's work will be evident in your life.
That's right.
I like it. It's
Very
good.
true.
It's good verse.
That's a good observation.
Moving on to the top of the hour.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man.
This is a good top of the hour,
once
boy.
again,
man.
Woo.
Once again, we have a lot to go over really quickly.
My lord.
It's kind of insane.
Yep.
I didn't get your top of the hour, so I'll write it down when you tell me. But first of all, why don't you tell me your top of the hour,
Okay,
Bryant?
cool. Awesome. I will start. So the first one I have is Overwatch, which some of y'all are like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, Overwatch. It's coming to the Switch. I'm really hoping personally, right now it's the Legendary Edition is the only thing they're talking about, which is the $40 or $50 version where you get an exclusive skin if you pre-order it. And then also you get the 3 skins that just come with that edition, and you also get 10 golden loot boxes, and each of those guarantee 1 legendary loot, which, that's something. But personally, I already own the game, so my thought process is I really hope that they implement some way
Share save.
share save. So basically, I don't have to spend $50 to play it on the Switch. I'd rather just play it on the Switch.
But if you get it on the
But we'll
Switch, you get to play it with motion controls. Delicious.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yes.
Tasty.
Yeah.
Overwatch. I played it and I liked it for a little bit, and it just kind of faded into. I don't like it.
It faded out. Yeah. Okay. I want to say this because it's kind of ironic that it came out on Switch.
It's cool that it's coming to the Switch, but at the same time, it's like,
Yeah.
it's Overwatch.
When's the last time you played?
No more than like sometime over the summer. I played at Nate's.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so I haven't played for over a year, and a friend of mine said he just got back into it, and I was just like, okay, I'll play with you, and we played for a little bit, and I kind of had a lot of fun with it again.
I mean, it's fun if you don't take it serious, but it can get.
Yeah.
The game lends itself to you like taking a lot of time to pour into it.
Yeah.
So
I think the biggest problem with it now in quick play is role select. You have to select a specific role now in quick play.
They're forcing like
2 for
more
each.
diversity in each.
the most fun.
So the most fun
Parties.
thing I think is
Yeah.
elimination. I think that's the best game mode in Overwatch in general.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
The most fun I've ever had in that game was before they had that, and we went all Reapers on the team, and we won. And I was like,
Yeah, no, that's so much fun to
I was
have
like,
a
this is
stupid
the best
team
game.
and win. Like, we had a team that was full of Roadhogs, and that was disgusting and fun.
Roadhogs, roll out.
Roadhog's
But anyways-
so fun. He's my favorite. He's one of my favorite characters.
He was my favorite. I used him all the time. But my
Yeah.
other top of the hour.
Yeah,
to
sorry.
jump to that. No, you're good. I'm happy we talked about it. Anyway, my other top of the hour is that the Final Fantasy VIII remastered version is now officially out. It's out on, I believe it is the Switch for sure, PS4, and I believe Steam also has it. So
Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
check that out. That's a classic. People always talk about Final Fantasy VII and stuff, but they don't.
this
pay
one's always
attention-
buried, man.
I feel like it's like
Always.
Final Fantasy VII is sandwiched between 2 titles that are just as good that don't get nearly as much attention.
Oh, it's also on the Xbox One.
So
But
Yeah.
here's the thing about it. I just wanted to give a personal view.
no, that's
on
perfectly
it.
fine. Do it, man.
Because people here know me as the Final Fantasy
Say it.
man. I have never beaten Final Fantasy VIII. As a matter of fact, I've never gone more than 2 hours into Final Fantasy VIII. But with some of the extra features that this remastered edition has shown, I'm interested in giving this one a chance. The reason being, the way that this one works compared to other Final Fantasies is
Right.
usually you have an MP bar. And this
Right.
one, there's no MP. You draw magics and some other abilities from the monsters you fight, which sounds really cool, but it's also very annoying whenever you're just sitting there for 30 minutes or however long just drawing magic from a monster because it has Firaga or something like that.
That's very interesting
So-
because like MP and mana and stuff, like having that resource has been a staple since like Dragon Quest, like the very first RPGs. So it's interesting that they would kind of experiment a little bit more, and it might not have
never went back.
It might not be as popular as the other ones, maybe due to this experimentation, but it's still cool to see developers who are probably like, I mean, it's Square Enix. They kind of live off the RPG game, so it's interesting to see people experiment.
I'm going to be honest, the only Final Fantasy game I've played is 15, and I haven't finished that one. I really like the setting in that, though. So
I would say I recommend a lot of them.
I know I have a tertiary idea of 6,
I'd play
7,
10.
a little bit of 8, and 10. Somebody's told me that 10 is the best one ever made. So
I don't think it's the best ever made. I like 9 personally, but I will say this: I think the best one to jump into is either 15 or 10.
I played Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the iPhone iOS.
Really? Did you beat them?
I did. They're pretty good.
Oh wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, we don't want to spend too long on this. I guess my top of the hour. So we talked about this a little bit last week with the beta coming out, but Monster Hunter World Iceborne has officially dropped on PS4, Xbox.
Oh boy.
Not on PC. Wait till next year, baby.
Oh, they have another year to wait? They have to wait a year?
Yeah, they have to develop if there's a gap in development cycle, because this is the first time they've made Monster Hunter for the PC. So I guess it's just a weird thing.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, I mean it stinks, but they can mod, so.
Oh, they can mod it?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, in that case, it makes sense.
Iceborne, I'm going to give a review next week. So I'm going to try to beat the story at least, but I'm going to give a review of what's good on it, and so I'll get more into depth of that. But it's out now, and I've heard from a lot of old Monster Hunter fans that were old and crotchety and didn't like World because they're old and crotchety, that they actually really like this what they've done with this one. They've done and they've made it even. They've smoothed out a lot of the creases and a lot of the kind of stuff that World had. So. They're making it an even smoother experience. So if you want to jump into Monster Hunter, this is the title to do it. So there's a lot of content, a lot of fun to be had.
Awesome.
With that, if you are buying it for the first time, you get the Guardian armor, which lets you go through low and high rank pretty fast if you want to get straight to Iceborne.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
If you're a coward.
They have a lot of cool stuff.
Well, I think that's cool.
Watch some stuff. I know Eric's has some videos on it. Watch some videos on it if you aren't decided. But I'm gonna give it my recommendation for right now. So, yeah, PS4, Xbox. My next one is the Daemon X Machina. I think there's a new demo-esque thing out, which is like the first few hours of the campaign, and and Daemon X Machina is a mech fighting game, so it's a very anime style, but I love it, and it's not a style that you see a lot in games, or at least not done well. So if you want to play it, give it a try. It's free. If you decide to buy it, your progress will carry over to the full game. So I highly recommend it. You get to customize your own mech. I named mine the Nixon. It was fantastic.
I remember that. I remember they put out a demo before, after, I think it was last year.
It was a while ago.
Yeah. No, it was earlier this year. But a lot of people weren't super impressed, and they said, we're gonna, iron out some of the kinks and bring out another demo. And they have, so I'm interested to see what improvements they've made or what's changed.
A lot of reviews that I'm looking at right now, because I was just curious, are saying that this demo is actually a very well-made demo, and that a lot of problems that people had with it were fixed.
Yeah.
And so I am now very curious on how I'm going to feel about it, because if y'all remember, I wasn't the hugest fan. So
you
we'll
get
see.
the feeling that they really want to have a good first step right out of the gate. So.
Which is good. I am so appreciative.
That a lot. Yeah.
This is one of my games that's it wasn't super hyped at E3, but it's one that I've been keeping an eye on. So E3 2 years ago. So I'm excited.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think it will get buried by other titles that are releasing soon?
I don't know if I don't know if it was going to do super great. I hope it'll do okay, but
that's kind of my hope.
And the cool thing about the Switch is that it does its own advertising on the home screen, so people will probably see it. So
yeah, I mean, a free demo is pretty good.
Yeah,
advertising.
That's true.
Yeah, so people
The
get
demo will help.
people get a good idea of what it is, and I think that's
It'll
probably
suck 'em
why they're
in.
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they already have one guy who's gonna get it. So
Excellent.
I wonder who that is.
I don't know.
I don't know who is.
The world may never know. But anyway, that's my
Maybe,
top
yeah.
of the hour. Logan, what do you got? Or Updog, what do you got?
All right, so September 4th, part of the Nintendo Direct, they announced that they are now going to release a bunch of SNES games on the Switch. If you're subscribed to the Nintendo online service, you can access all these games for free with no added charge.
Yes.
Let's see, we got a lot of games, so let me read them off real quick. We got Brawl Brothers, Breath of Fire, Demon's Crest, F-Zero, Joe and Mech 2, The Lost Tropics, Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby's Dream Land 3, Pilot Wings, Star Fox, Stunt Race FX, Super EDF, that's Earth Defense Force, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Super Metroid, Super Puyo Puyo 2, Super Soccer, Super Tennis, and The Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past.
Those are some heavy. At least some of them are very heavy hitters for the
Some
Super
of those
Nintendo.
are big boys. A lot of those games are in contention for the best games of their series. So, like, I want to know which ones you guys are excited for, which ones you guys might play.
You mentioned F-Zero, and I'm gonna beat you in F-Zero.
Boy, I'll play F-Zero.
I'm gonna stomp you, dude. It's gonna be over for you.
I'll be honest.
I've never played F-Zero.
Racing
Really,
game.
it's fun.
It's a race. Cool. That's nice. I didn't know that.
I think, man, there's a
Based
lot
on
that
what
I'm
I know about-
excited for. I am excited for Super Mario Kart because playing that online with people will be fun.
I
Also-
hate this Mario Kart.
Oh,
This
really?
one's the worst.
I've never played it, so I want to try it.
Ugh.
64
And then-
one is really good.
Oh, 64 is
Yeah,
amazing.
64 is good.
But I will say this: I am excited to potentially do Kirby's Dream Land 3 co-op with you, Logan.
Yeah.
I want to do
My
that.
name
with
is
you.
Updog. Who is this
Updog.
Logan?
So sorry.
Who is
Anyways,
this man?
but yes, Updog. I wanna do
do
that
not
as a
know him.
co-op.
Who's that
So
matchmade?
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I wanna co-op some games. I'm really excited for Super Mario World. I think that's my favorite 2D Mario. So
It's
I'm-
the best. And
all
Link to the
for it.
Past. How can we
yeah,
forget?
I gotta beat that.
I've never beaten it, so
Me
I want to
neither.
beat that. It's
It'll
gonna be good.
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of good news, a lot of cool stuff. I think that's all we got for top of the hour today.
Looks like it.
So, oh man, we are running on. Oh, we are going. We got a lot of news. All right,
So much news.
I think we're gonna cut it for top of the hour, and we're gonna briefly wanted to put more time into this. We might just, yeah. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about the Nintendo Direct. So our 3 big takeaways from that. So stay tuned and don't touch that dial.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? Amid the chaos? Or is the best time perhaps today? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. You're listening to The Doghouse with Husky, Dingo, and Updog, bringing you the latest and greatest in gaming news, reviews, and discussion.
That's right.
What's up, fellow gamers? We got hot, fresh gaming news from, like, 2 days ago.
Literally.
It don't get much fresher
It was like
than that.
shadow dropped almost that there was going to be a direct.
Yeah, I woke up, checked my YouTube feed, and saw the direct was in it. And I was like, why didn't anyone tell me? And then I remembered that I'm not on Twitter, so that's my one weakness. Other than that, I'm the perfect newscasting specimen.
Luckily, you know somebody who's on Twitter, so.
I know two
Like
people
me.
who are on Twitter. I texted you guys. I was like, oh my god, there's a direct! And like sent it in all caps, and you're like, yes, I knew weeks ago. I am omnipresent.
I actually just knew the night before.
Oh, man. So,
Legitimately.
they had a lot of news to go over.
Lots of stuff.
Man,
We can just do some highlights
Link's
for today.
Awakening, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, FE Encore, that was
Woo!
a big one. Dauntless coming to the Switch, man. Doom 64.
Woo, I'm actually pretty excited for that.
That would
Yeah.
be cool.
I'm going to rip and tear through that game. That looks good.
Assassin's Creed games are coming to the Switch more.
Which is Assassin's Creed 4, which is a good game.
That one's
It's
not bad.
okay.
It's a good game.
It's
I
okay.
liked 4. I think it was my favorite.
DMC 2, and they talked more about Animal Crossing. Man, there's a lot of stuff. But we have 3 big takeaways.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, and
The
if
3
you want,
biggest.
more than that, you're gonna have to watch the 40 minutes yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You scumbags.
Whoa.
What a great news thing. So you want to know more about it? Just go read the newspaper. What's wrong with you?
I don't.
Why are you listening to us?
I don't have 2 hours at my disposal anymore. So
Yeah.
Fair point.
if I could not pay you, then I would. But unfortunately, that's illegal.
What are you doing? Go watch the video.
Yeah. I mean,
But
really,
yeah.
though.
So our big takeaways. Logan, why don't we go over yours first? Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh
I
boy.
believe.
I was really worried that this game would be bad, but the more I see of it, the more excited I get.
Right.
Because
Mhm.
oh gosh, like they keep showing different floors of this hotel that Luigi is like going through, and each one, like they all look different, but they all look really good.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
each floor has like a different theme from what I can tell.
Yeah.
So and it'll be interesting if they do what they did in the first one, where you have to go through all of them again. So
Yeah, there's some moments in the first one I hope they kind of repeat in this new one.
Yeah, I agree.
Like like when you clear a room, the lights turn on and ghosts like can't enter that room anymore. So it's kind of like a safe zone. And then at one point you like make it to the top part of the mansion and the power goes out. So you're like just trapped and you have to fight through all the rooms to get down to the basement and hit the breaker. That was probably the best part of the game for me.
that
And
was so much
if
fun.
they do it again on like a 20 floor like hotel, I'd be pretty excited. I'd probably lose my mind.
I think
Yeah.
quality-wise, this is one of the coolest looking animated games on the Switch.
Yeah, it's made by
It is so pretty.
the guys who did the Punch-Out game, like the one for the Wii, the new one.
Really.
Yeah.
They did such a good job, like, quality-wise. Like, if you look at Luigi looks so good in this game.
Yeah.
It's insane. And then even, like, the quality on textures and stuff, the ghosts, they look kind of like liquid fluidy almost. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
It is a really pretty looking game for the Switch. So I appreciate that. But also, like you were saying, I'm appreciating how I wasn't a fan of Dark Moon.
No, I
And
was
it
not
doesn't
either.
look like it's going to be a Dark Moon.
Yeah, it looks more like an adventure game over a puzzle game. So
Or a mission-based game.
mission. Oh,
Which was my least favorite part of Dark Moon. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping that... And from what I've heard, I think it's not mission-based. It's just you go through it. So, which is good. I think I'm going to really like this, too.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think I never really played the first one, but looking at this one, it looks really interesting. I'm interested in how all these floors got different themes. I wonder if there's some eldritch horror thing going on. You have to fight Cthulhu at the end. That'd be whack.
Stinking cool.
I don't know. King Boo looks pretty scary now. Like they gave him a bit of a.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
give him some
pretty
stuff.
good. So, Luigi's Mansion, when is that coming out again, Logan?
October 31st on Halloween night.
Oh,
Which
boy.
is super cool.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I just want to say I appreciate that drop.
That's excellent. I
That
wish
is
it
a
was.
smart move.
Well, half of me wishes it was sooner, but the rest of me is like, yeah.
Luigi's Mansion happens on the same night as the Brexit deadline. Coincidence? I think not.
Ooh.
Don't believe the media. unless it's us.
Believe the media.
I am the media. Oh man,
Absolutely.
but yeah, super excited about that. You're gonna have to play a little bit. Maybe we'll even do a live stream for that one. So
It'll be
Yeah,
fun.
go
We
through
can
I will
co-op
be a
this
part of
one.
that.
woo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's gonna be good.
All right.
Sweet.
So next, our next big takeaway, I believe, is gonna be you.
All right, Sir Dingo, here I go.
What were you so
Dingo.
excited about?
Bro, okay, so I want to start like this, okay? I'm going through the direct, and it's like, it's some stuff that I'm excited for, kind of like Luigi's Mansion. Like,
Right,
we already knew
right.
about it. Pokemon didn't thrill me at all. Sorry, Pokemon fans. And so it's just kind of meh. Like, that's how I felt at first. But then, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition starts. The moment those keys on the piano were hit, I literally screamed. My fiance looked at me and thought something was wrong. Like, I'm not even kidding you. And she goes, "What's up? What's up?" And I'm like, "They're doing it. They're remaking the game." And I am so pumped for this for a few reasons. One, as much as I loved the Wii version, it's ugly. It is bad. You look at comparison videos, you see it.
It's the best the Wii could probably do.
It was.
It was such a big game
huge
on such
game.
a limited console.
Like I said off the show, the art style when I saw it, I was like, this reminds me a lot of Monster Hunter Tri, and like Xenoblade looked a little like the character models look a little less good because like it's a bigger game,
of course.
But like I was like, man, dude,
it's ugly compared.
It came so like it looks really like I'm not a Xenoblade fan like at all because I haven't played the games.
Yeah,
I played Chronicle.
You played X.
Played
Probably?
X, yeah, and I was like,
I didn't like that one.
Is dumb.
Oh, I didn't like X. I would recommend the other two.
I didn't like it, but Xenoblade 1, this new remake, it looks good. I like how each of the characters looks like they have that glow to them. I like that art style.
Yeah,
so, I think another cool thing that they kind of hinted at almost the end of the trailer. Some people that played it probably don't realize. But that's actually something that was cut from the original game, which is the Bionis shoulder. Because if you don't know, whenever you're playing through this game, you're technically on these gigantic titans. And you're moving through them because that's where the people live. And so there was a cut thing that was the shoulder. And so we're hopefully, from what it looks like, that's going to be in the game. Which means it's going to be
adding stuff.
Yeah, so they're adding some things.
Because the Switch is the most powerful machine this side of West Texas.
But
Nintendo technology is the finest in the world.
So excited. But I'm really excited. This is going to be a really good game. I'm pumped.
A console designed to battle the PS4
and the Xbox One.
This
is better than any PC.
Vampires at Sony.
I like how they didn't like try to redo all the graphics because like you said, Xenoblade on the Wii was like kind of ugly, and I like how they didn't try to like make it super detailed or like cel shaded. They just kind of cleaned everything up and gave it more of like a
life.
Like you said, like gave it like a glowing kind of light. So.
Crisp it up.
And that honestly will go so well with the themes in that game too. So I think that's going to be really good.
Excellent.
Really.
And that comes out in 2020. So
comes out 2020.
Mark your calendars.
Oh,
Get
wow.
ready. Yeah, I know. It's kind of soon.
I mean,
considering
it is a remaster, but it's a good remaster, and
it's it's a remaster though.
I'm glad it makes sense that it's coming out that early. So I would have freaked out if they're like 2019. I'm like, whoa,
dude! If it was 2019,
oh boy.
You have no idea. I would be like, "Where's my paycheck?" It's going straight there.
All right, another one that we have. This isn't really my big takeaway. It's like our group takeaway. So because I think we're all amazed by it. All the Smash news that we got.
Yeah.
They just dumped a whole lot of Smash stuff on us.
Yeah.
So let's start with the dumbest thing. And get that out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Sans is in Smash.
Yep. There was a moment they were introducing all the new Mii costumes. They showed like Team Rocket. They showed Mega Man Zero. The screen went black, and I heard those chords, the da-na-na-na, and for a moment I looked down at my hands and like wondered, am I actually conscious right now?
Am I having a stroke?
But no.
Yeah.
Toby Fox's creation has been given life on the big screen. He's
Yeah.
here in Smash. Too lazy to make his own moveset. He's opted to become a Mii costume.
Which
And
fits his character.
They're everywhere online. I can't not fight one, which is good. I need to kill them all.
True.
But yeah, he's in Smash. They also made some Team Rocket ones. I like those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zero from Mega Man X looks
Zero,
really good.
Proto
Proto
Man.
and then
Yes,
that one
Proto
guy.
Man.
One guy.
Oh,
from,
Goemon.
Yeah, Goemon. So
Goemon. Yeah.
they got some new Wii costumes, but those aren't the biggest news. Obviously, they announced Banjo-Kazooie,
And they released him. He's out.
and they released him
Literally
the
the
same
same
day.
day.
He is out in Smash. You can go buy him right now.
For
play as him.
$5, or if you have the Fighter Pass, you already have them.
I think we all three got to play as him, right?
I have yet to,
Okay.
but I've played against him with a friend of mine.
Logan, what is your takeaway from his kind of
He
character? kit?
is surprisingly mid-tier, probably the most like mid-tier DLC fighter so far, and I'm okay with that. That's actually really refreshing that there isn't a character with like a really dumb gimmick.
Yeah.
I think like his up special, like after he does that, he can keep jumping. That's kind of cool, but his jumps aren't that high, so it doesn't really matter. He's got a side special that's pretty good. It can like power through most stuff, but he can only use it 5 times per stock. That's kind of a gimmick, but not a very good one. So I'm okay with it. I think he'll be fun. He looks fun.
I don't have that much of an attachment to the Banjo series because I'm kind of lukewarm on the character being in Smash in general. I don't really care, to be honest. But as a character, he seems solidly put together. I have no qualms with his design.
Yeah.
I thought that he was accurately put together very well, and it's kind of weird seeing him in there. It's kind of weird seeing a lot of these characters in there, but I'm sure they'll fade as time goes on. But
There are a lot of worse Microsoft reps they could have chosen.
Yes.
oh boy.
I think just as a different view, as someone that's only fought him and not played as him, man, that grenade, if you know how to use it right, it hurts you as a rushdown character, because you can literally just place that grenade and either you just have to avoid it and then Banjo can predict that and do something to you, or you just kind of have to give him the space. So as a character, I think the more people utilize him, like whenever people start really using that kit that he has, he'll become an even better character. I think that he can be improved upon.
Yeah, he has some weird projectiles. So
I think he's mid tier with room to grow.
yeah, who knows?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But aside from that, and they also announced a new stage, which looks cool. So
Spiral
Mountain actually
Spiral
looks
Mountain.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
if you're on the
um,
ledge and it's spinning, you go up with it.
Yep.
It's super funny.
Along with Sans was the Megalovania track.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
I
right.
forgot about that.
That's in
Yeah.
Smash now. So
That's a pretty good song.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good.
yeah, I have nothing wrong with Undertale itself. I think it's hilarious that he's in there.
I feel a little bit sick when I look at him, but I think it's intellectually I know that it was a good game. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd like to stop talking about it. No,
Okay,
please.
let's talk about the DLC fighter that was revealed in
they
Pack
did,
4.
They did announce a new DLC fighter, the fourth in this Challenger pack. Terry Bogard from King of Fighters.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm pumped for this actually.
I
SNK,
loved his
yeah.
trailer.
His
His trailer was good.
He's the first DLC that I've been like legit pumped for. Like I liked Joker. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. I'm glad. I was happy for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought he was a cool addition. Terry Bogard. I've never actually had the pleasure of playing King of Fighters. I know that it's like a big in the fighting game scene.
Yeah, in Latin America, I think it's the most popular.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's big.
Yeah.
I love Terry Bogart's character. I love that they didn't dub him. That he still has the Japanese voice.
Buster Wolf.
Yeah.
I can't wait to unleash my Buster Wolf all over people. Man, I just love it that I can fight people in a trucker hat. So I'm super excited for Terry Bogard.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, King of Fighters was actually the game that Sakurai was playing when he first got the kind of idea to make Smash. So.
Yeah.
Which is super cool.
He made like a demo, like a proto Smash called Dragon Force or something.
Yeah.
And that became Smash.
That's right.
So.
Boy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
Pretty cool.
I think that was back in '96.
Probably. Yeah, because Smash 64 came out in '98. I think the concept for it was '96.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. They also Terry Bogard looks amazing. His render is cool. The commercial, the lead up to it, the trailer was probably my favorite trailer so far.
Right.
That
I
was
loved
definitely
it.
my favorite trailer. It looked really good.
Aside from that, they announced that they're going to be adding more characters after this Fighters Pass. So
I think that's the biggest announcement to me,
Yeah.
personally.
I guess I'm not sure if they're going to do another Fighters Pass or if
No,
they're just
I
going to
don't
like
know.
release characters every
Yeah.
now and then.
who knows?
Probably with the release of new Nintendo IPs, if we're
Mm.
being honest.
I'll be honest. I really hope that they structure it as kind of another fighter pass. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But also, I would understand if they made it single. You make a little bit more money that way.
Yeah.
But I think something that would be really cool is on the eShop, if it noticed that you got certain characters already, if you could make it to where it's just a big, oh, you haven't bought this group of characters, we'll cut these characters off of the huge fighter pass and just buy those. I think that'd be cool.
I'm a little disappointed that we're not getting a break the targets mode because they
Oh yeah, they announced
The home run.
home run contest,
tournament.
and they told us that was going to be probably the last. They said probably the last mode, so I guess I understand like why they're not doing break the targets. If they were going to do it like really well, they'd give each character their
Yeah.
own individual.
Like in Melee.
and there's like almost 80 characters now, so
That's
Yeah.
kind of a lot.
yeah.
But yeah, that's all we got for Smash, I think. And there's
Yep.
a lot of big news, a lot of cool stuff. We'll see more about that in the coming months. Terry Bogard is going to be coming out in November.
Yes.
They said, and like I said, Banjo-Kazooie is already out. So if you're interested, go check that out.
Mhm.
You'll find plenty of Smash tubers talking about it. So
They won't stop
but
talking
yeah,
about it.
I
in
think
fact.
True.
after this, we're gonna go into the dogfight. Tetris
right.
versus Donkey Kong. All right, so stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. We're gonna go to a quick commercial and a song. We'll be right back.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and in '09 it was me, your fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when one of my embers landed on dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Long roads through the raging days, walk the world upon my weary way. Be stoned with the blade and phrase, far too long I've been a lonesome stray. These lines upon my brow, they beckon to me now. I followed the path so long, I've weathered this tide through everything carried on. With strength in my stride, I followed the path so long. I need a place where I belong at last. Ooh, at the end of the path, I rest my weary feet. At the end of the path, in quiet comfort we need. Warm glow with the golden shine, come to rest another verifying. Dark flow from the oldest shrines, like the blood, another wealth and wine. With black blood in my veins, my silver stains again. I follow the path so long, I've weathered this tide through everything carried on. It's hardened my hide, I follow the path so long. The oldest fate is faded now at last. Ooh, at the end of the path, I rest my weary feet. At the end of the path, in quiet comfort we'll meet. Treads of blood and wine. I did one last time. I did one last time. to me now. I followed the path so long. I've weathered this tide through everything carried on. With strength in my stride, I followed the path so long. I need a place where I belong at last. Ooh, oh, oh. At the end of the path, I rest my weary feet. At the end of the path, in quiet comfort will meet. Weary wolf at the end of war. Love's the new bar upon the board. Weary wolf at the end of war. Love's the new bar upon the board. Weary wolf at the end of war.
Hey, everybody, welcome back.
What's up, fellow gamers?
Hello.
The time has come.
You're listening to The Doghouse with Husky, Dingo, and Updog.
2 games, but only one can stand.
The dog fight starts. Today is Tetris versus Donkey Kong, the OG.
2 very old games, both influential in their own ways. I'm excited to see how much time you guys have prepped and your detailed, meticulous arguments.
I put my argument up together between the commercial breaks.
I don't have any questions.
I've got a Wikipedia page.
Oh yeah, that's how we do it here at the Doghouse.
I had an
Yes,
idea
Chief.
for my argument beforehand. I just needed to look up stats and like numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I didn't sound like I was.
I've kind of got my
You need the
ideas as
stats
well.
on your game. Tetris, 300 pounds.
Weighing in at over 300 pounds
Tetris.
from parts unknown. Oh man.
That's funny.
All right. Well,
So
you guys ready to
Here we
get
go.
started?
Yes,
I
sir.
am Rossetti.
Okay.
How do we want to do this?
Let's do opening statements first.
Okay.
Make it fast, cause,
Make it fast.
so you can take up more time, and I can think of questions. All right. Who wants to go first?
I'm cool with either one of us.
All right. Rock paper scissors. Winner goes first or second?
Winner goes first. Sure.
Alright.
Oh, okay. Are we doing 1, 2, 3 shoot?
Oh my
1, 2,
God,
3 shoot. What you
Okay.
just said? Okay.
you're both awful.
1, 2, 3 shoot. Okay, you go first.
Okay. So we begin. Our story of Tetris begins
Oh gosh.
in 1984. 1984 was pretty good year for video games. Didn't know if you heard. Balloon Fighter released then. That was a pretty good game.
It was
pretty,
a good year for gaming and paranoia.
Ah.
So 3D. Just to name a few of the games that released in 1984, you had 3D Asteroids, 1942, Balloon Fighter, Duck Hunt. You had a lot of
Duck
big.
Hunt.
You had a lot of big games that released that had a lot of influence and standing influence over the years. None quite so as a little game that originated in the Soviet Union.
In the heart of the Soviet Empire.
Oh
The
boy.
heart of the Soviet Empire.
Let's just think of that.
Tetris, short for Tetramino. It was developed by some college student in USSR. I didn't look up his name. He's dead now.
Oof.
Probably. Point is, it released in 1984, June 6th, to the U.S. It was the first game to be ported to be released, to be exported from the USSR to the USA. And the reason this is important is because it beat the Cold War. So if it beat the Cold War, I can beat you.
All right. Okay,
Both
that's weird. but
Tetris
sure.
and the Cold War are still going on today.
True statement.
And you're right in a sense because, well, maybe not about the Cold War part. I don't know much about that. But Tetris, it outlasted the Cold War So
Well,
It
so
did
did
outlast
so
it.
did all of us. So I mean,
since 1984, it has consistently released almost every year since then. We're talking about, oh my lord, that's
So-
35 years, a dynasty.
That's crazy.
Over 70 million copies sold, just of
Oh my
physical
God.
copies. Over 65 platforms as of 2010. This is out of date information. That's since 2010. It's only increased since then. 100 million paid digital downloads.
I can't even imagine how much the new Tetris, the Tetris.
Oh man,
the
Tetris 99.
Tetris 99. I mean, the Switch is really popular, and that's a free game. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye.
170 million sales behind only one game, and that's Minecraft. So there's only been 2 games that have had the cultural impact to really define and create their niche in the kind of game universe, whatever you want to say, gaming culture.
The Gamerverse.
You got Tetris, you got Minecraft. Neither of those games have changed their formula really since their first release. I mean, they've been little additions here and there.
Yeah.
But up until Tetris 99, you didn't really see a lot of changes. I mean, aside from 3D Tetris, which,
Yeah.
that was
Okay.
something. But
Good opening argument. So
Ooh, ooh.
Stand
Dingo,
the test of
Dingo,
time.
So
wow
sorry.
me, Dingo.
I was going down this page to get some more info from numbers. Anyways, so whoops, so sorry. Can we please go back to where I was? Please go back to where I was. Okay, cool.
Please clap.
Awesome. Here we go. So we're gonna start out and just say this real quick. This is the very first game, the first time video game designer Shigeru Miyamoto made a game. This was his first one. It was Big Man Donkey Kong. Okay,
Miyamoto of
Miyamoto of
Zelda,
Mario fame,
Zelda and
fame,
Mario fame.
lots of fame. This
First
man
and
is
last
very
Donkey
famous
Kong.
because he's made amazing games.
Hmm.
And this is no exception. It is also an amazing game. The original Donkey Kong for arcade, but it's also been released on a few other things, such as the Nintendo Entertainment System. It has a Game & Watch, which that's kind of unique.
I remember the Game & Watch.
Yeah, it's cool.
I wasn't alive, but I still
True.
remember.
It was
I
on the
remember.
Game Boy. And then something else that's very interesting is there was actually the NES version was re-released as an unlockable in Animal Crossing for the GameCube.
Wow.
Yeah, more you know. Anyways, so this game, as most people know, has really cool gameplay because you're actually controlling a character and not inanimate objects who actually have character, That's nice. But anyways, so
Well,
you've
I
got
mean-
your boy Mario, right? The
Mhm.
popular man himself. Everybody knows Mario. Like, you can ask anybody, hey, who's this guy? And they'll tell you it's Mario.
In this one, he's keeping a monkey captive.
Forfeited.
No,
the
he's
title
actually
card.
not keeping a monkey captive.
Forfeited.
That's
Oh,
Donkey
that's,
Kong 2.
That's Donkey Kong 2. I'm sorry.
Yes, you're good.
Donkey Kong 2, The Revenge of Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
Forfeited
basically.
the title card to a monkey.
It's Donkey Kong
Yep,
Jr.
That's,
Anyway.
that's Mario.
So, Donkey Kong, the original. Basically, in this one, he's saving Pauline, who Donkey Kong has kidnapped, and he's going up the floors of a skyscraper to save her.
Mm.
So yeah, it's very fun. The way you work the game is you literally control Mario as he jumps over barrels, climbs ladders, gets hammers to pulverize the barrels and other things with,
Right.
and you save Pauline. So it's really cool, fun
Right.
game.
Is that your opening argument?
That's going to be my opening argument.
Okay. I
I'm
got a
just gonna do
rebuttal.
that.
So he already went on about this whole diatribe about characters. Kind of saw that coming. Want to say, first of all, not really characters aside from a few pixels on the screen, and aside from you saved Pauline, congratulations. That's a
That's
fallacy.
more character than
If you-
anything
That's a
in
fallacy.
Tetris.
If you read the script,
You don't
on
need
the-
character. It's lasted long. You know what? They made more than 2 Tetris games. They made one for the Switch. It's still relevant. They still have professional Tetris. You know
Okay.
why? Because it's a timeless concept.
Is there really professional Tetris?
Yes, there are professional. It's not.
I mean, there's
something-
high scores and stuff for Donkey
It's
Kong
not
that are
some-
still being
that's-
updated today.
true.
I
It's
mean,
not
what's your
some-
point?
It's not something like Evo or anything, but they have ongoing competitions like that. Now, Donkey Kong, it's all well and good. I'm not saying that it's a bad game. I'm just saying that it's not as good of a game because unlike Donkey Kong, they stopped making it because eventually jumping over barrels
Okay.
isn't.
Okay.
It gets old.
So
All I'm saying is the characters have ended up lasting long and going and branching off
Yeah,
their own
after
franchises.
they made new games.
Such as
Okay.
Donkey Kong
After
making
they made
Donkey
new
Kong.
games.
But that's because of this
everybody,
game.
shut up, God, please. This brings me to my main question that I think is probably going to take up the rest of our time. So think
Okay.
very carefully about your answer. These 2 games have both been very prolific in 2 different ways. Tetris seems to be the perfect game formula where it can simply like replicate itself without any major changes. Kind of like chess or like one of your other like,
Checkers or something.
stimulating mental games.
Yeah.
Where Donkey Kong started like an empire of platforming games and characters that would go on for a long time. So I wanna hear more about kind of the influence of each game and why we're kind of arguing like the legacy of these games. So I want to hear why your legacy is better than your opposing.
Who would you like?
Game.
Would you like to go first, or me?
You go ahead.
Well,
kinda
I
already
mean, like you
started.
said, Tetris I like the comparison to chess because obviously there aren't going to be a lot of chess spin-offs. It's not going to create a
There's
giant...
3D chess.
I'm playing it right now.
3 boards.
3 boards. Or if you play the Kingdom Hearts one.
That's true.
Tetris's impact is less measured by how much it changed the gaming industry, and I'm not going to say like the characters in Donkey Kong, they did that. Donkey Kong itself, it stagnated and it had to become something different. Tetris is defined by its long-lasting longevity. Let's say one day Donkey Kong and Mario, all of a sudden they stop selling, their franchises go under, Nintendo maybe gets a new face. Probably not going to happen as long as I live, but you know what? When it inevitably does happen, you know what's still going to be there? Tetris and
Who
chess.
told you about the Sega Uprising?
We'll see.
Tetris and chess, 2 games that are going to be there forever. Because they're long-lasting, they're simple, and they're just have fantastic, easy concept that will last generations to come. I will have my children play Tetris.
I'll say this right now. I don't feel like Mario and Donkey Kong are going anywhere. Or Pauline,
No,
who
I
is
said
also
that.
still a popular character now,
They could
thanks
last-
to Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah,
So I'll go ahead and start my legacy thing real quick.
go ahead.
First off, like you were saying, these characters have become very popularized because of this game. And this game almost introduced a platform genre, if we're honest here. Because he's going up this building, and this is one of the very first platform-esque games ever.
That's true. It is.
So it developed the entire genre of platforming, which we can go into 2D and 3D from there on the future. But like this is one of the first ones. And then whenever we go into characters, Mario, like I said earlier, anyone knows him. Donkey Kong, a lot of people still know him. And they both still share frequent games together. They're both in Super Smash Brothers. They're both in Super Mario Party. They're both in Mario Kart games. They're both in some of each other's games. And so Donkey Kong himself has even gotten big enough, which we all know Mario's gotten huge, and like he's got games for himself. But Donkey Kong even has his own series in Donkey Kong Country. People are still so hyped for a Donkey Kong platform game, which this is the first one. If we're honest, this is what created the empire that is Nintendo. Because as my competition was talking about with numbers, like this is
Yes.
one of
Dehumanizing your competition.
this is
Classic
one of
Soviet
Nintendo's
tactics.
first big successes. So upon its release, this game was so popular in the US and Canada that after the initial 2,000 units sold out and Japanese manufacturers took too long to send reinforcements, Nintendo's stateside representatives started manufacturing additional components. So they started making more stuff in America, which they hadn't done before. And so by October of 1981, Nintendo was selling 4,000 units of Donkey Kong a month. And those are the arcade cabinets. That's not even talking about money for whenever it came out on the NES or whenever it came out with the remake on the Game Boy. So I mean, this legacy speaks for itself. I don't feel like I even have to say anymore. I'm gonna let that be.
How much time do I have?
We got a few more minutes.
Like 3 minutes?
Yeah, 3, 4.
This is like an interesting. I think this really does come down to just personal opinion between the two because really.
It does.
Can I go ahead?
Oh, I'm sorry. If you have something else to say, go for it.
I will say I'm not downplaying its impact as far as legacy. It's made a lot of good games, but I'm saying I can go on my phone, I can download Tetris and play it right now. Can't do that with Donkey Kong. I'd rather play Tetris than Donkey Kong because it's fun. It's got a more timeless concept. It's just cleaner. It's just a better game.
I mean, I'd rather play Donkey Kong because I feel like it's more fun.
You'd rather play
I
Donkey
mean,
Kong because that's what you're arguing, but I actually
and
kinda
that's
wanna
the
go-
same thing.
I actually wanna go
You're
play
arguing Tetris.
I want to go play Tetris 99 after this.
Okay.
Revolutionize the Battle Royale genre.
It's funny you were saying like
Won the Cold
that's a
War.
Soviet tactic, but if you think about it, like Mario, Donkey Kong kind of like created all these other games and more money. So if anything, it's a capitalist tactic.
I was projecting.
This is hard. I guess between the two of them, I think I'm gonna go with Tetris.
Wow.
Just because, like, kind of like you, the point
Okay.
you made, like, they're kind of equal in legacy, but if I look at them as individual games, I really don't want to play Donkey Kong. It's just not.
And like you said earlier, it's personal preference.
It,
so like
it
that's
started.
fine.
It started like a whole new genre of platforming, but as a platformer on its own, it's not very good at all. The timing's all wonky. A lot of the levels. The worst level in Super Smash Brothers is inspired by the Donkey Kong game. That alone
I saw that coming.
takes away 50 points.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Takes away 50 Logan bucks.
Luckily, the points mean nothing, and the rulings are arbitrary.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
Oh
Right.
man.
I'd be burned at the stake by now. If that
Oh,
was
man.
the case. All the Monster Hunter fans would
Well,
have
I want to say
I think overall that was
you
good,
made a
though.
really good argument.
Yeah, you
and
did
I
a good
was-
job for Tetris.
Yep.
So
you tried to bring in about a legacy, and I was like, oh man,
yeah.
that's spicy.
I think when it comes to legacy, I would say Donkey Kong, but whenever it comes to that, I would agree Tetris. Like
Yeah.
as far as standing on its 2 feet, Tetris has obviously stood the test of time.
Right.
So
Yeah, and that was my thing, is that Tetris, like chess, it's going to be around for a long time, longer than me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's all the time we have today. What did you think of our dogfight? Let us know. This is going to be on YouTube. You can listen to us on the cbctower.com and on our YouTube channel, Tower Radio. So if you
That's
want to
right.
go back and listen, that'd be great. But I think next week we're going to go over. I'm going to review Iceborne. We've got a few other things. We're going to see what news we have, whatever news crops up in the week. So
Yep.
and maybe talk about some games we're playing as well. Just
Yeah.
because that's something we want to start doing more. Is telling y'all what we're doing.
Right.
Right. So I think we had a great show. This is
good.
This is probably one of my favorite dogfights.
This was a
Loved it.
fun
Yeah,
one.
this is very.
I got into this a lot more than I thought I would.
We didn't like.
We started pulling our not pulling our punches. So
Yeah, dude, it was
yeah.
fun.
I think this one was a lot more focused on like the feel and the spirit of the games. It wouldn't get all into the nitpicks and stuff.
yeah,
I had a
Yeah.
lot of fun. I know you guys did too.
it was fun. I enjoyed
Absolutely.
my stay here. Thanks for inviting me, guys.
Well, I'm glad to be part of the show again. That was nice.
We're glad to have you
Yeah.
back, man.
It's not the
We-
same.
I love
without
having
you.
the
we
show.
joke with you, but man, it's good to have you back.
Yeah.
You're lovable. You're
Although I'm
lovable.
not gonna say like I liked having Fish here too. I think that was fun getting to have him here. So, okay, cool.
Ooh, okay. We
Oh, I bet it's because it's like 4:10 right now.
yeah. All
Interesting.
right. Well,
That's
that
all
was weird.
Okay,
Sorry
cool.
about that. Yeah.
It happens, I guess.
So we just went offline on the radio. So I guess because this
Our YouTube people know what's happening though, so that's
radio,
bueno.
Yeah.
radio.co, I guess, went out of order
Yeah,
because it
that
went off time.
happens.
Great. Radio manager. I'm great at this.
Nah, that's radio.co. That's nothing to do with you, man. You're doing good.
Anyways, I guess we'll sign off then. So we got to make that clock bigger up there.
We do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's been great. Thanks for tuning in. If you have, we'll be back next week. Review of Iceborne. Talk about some other stuff. Probably some news. Talk more about some stuff on the Nintendo Direct. I think.
Yeah.
Might even have review the Daemon X Machina. So we might
would
get
be
a
fun.
play date and do
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
thanks for tuning in. You've been listening to the Doghouse, the latest in gaming news, reviews, and discussion.
Yeah.
Been listening to your hosts, Husky, Dingo, and Updog. Signing out.